Gran Turismo 7 in virtual reality is absolutely unmissable. This is a game changer. Now, I'm not just a random tech reviewer, I'm an actual racer. I'm the person who in the whole world has probably spent the most amount of time in Gran Turismo driving in virtual reality. Because on Gran Turismo Sport, the very close predecessor to Gran Turismo 7, I drove for hundreds and hundreds of hours in this, a PlayStation virtual reality headset. I used to stream on this channel about 4 to 5 hours almost every day in this headset. So I really do think I'm actually one of the best qualified people in the whole world to tell you how Gran Turismo 7 is going to be in virtual reality, which is kind of weird. But I'm going to let you know 3 absolutely important things that you might not hear elsewhere. The first most important thing for me as a racer is that you will probably be faster in virtual reality. I'm not just saying that. The evidence on this channel is that I really was comfortably faster in virtual reality. The reason for that is in virtual reality, you perceive the game in a 3-dimensional space. That makes it so much more easier to pick out braking points, to understand where you are in relation to other cars. I'll give you an example here so you can watch this playing at home. Have a look at the amount of tarmac you can see above the cockpit here. It's a very thin sliver, horizontal sliver of tarmac, and your brain has to process from that 2-dimensional sliver how far away stuff is, where your braking marker is, where it's coming up. In virtual reality, that whole thing is 3-dimensional. You can perceive the depth in it. You can see your braking marker getting bigger and coming closer. You can be so much more consistent, and I feel like it uses less of your brain power. You're not having to translate a 2-dimensional screen into 3D. So I feel faster in VR. I was more comfortable as well, and I actually enjoyed it more. I can't wait to go back to VR. Now, this is a big thing for Gran Turismo 7. Unlike GT Sport, in GT Sport, all you could do in the native VR mode was do like a 1-to-1 arcade battle or time trial. And that was really fun and really enjoyable, but it kind of wore thin quick. So I actually used to play Gran Turismo Sport online, really competitive at the very highest level in the big picture mode. So I would still have that 3D depth perception. But in Gran Turismo 7, apparently the whole game is going to be open to virtual reality, including multiplayer. I think this is a really controversial thing. I think if the VR drivers are faster, it brings up a whole sort of pay-to-win argument, because this could be the most important piece of kit, more than the wheel or load cell pedals, in getting faster in Gran Turismo 7. So we will see how that goes down. And I'm going to be streaming on the first day. So make sure you're subscribed, by the way. If you want to support me, and also if you want to get my racer's insight, make sure to subscribe. I'll be streaming on the first day with this thing. Now, the last thing I want to say is that I think this is such a critical moment for the VR industry. Now, I only really had this headset because I couldn't afford to have a TV or have the space to have a TV. So this was the best thing for me to race. But I'm not a massive VR sort of fiend. But I know the VR industry. Think about what Facebook are doing, HP have done, Microsoft's going through difficulties, and now Sony has made a really big bet. This is going to be, I think, the make or break moment for VR. I really do. This is the biggest game on the most available platform at actually the most accessible price in terms of this computing power when you bundle it all in. If this doesn't sell, this could be the nail in the coffin for virtual reality. So there's so much at stake here. I think Sony are really going to support it. Let me know what you think about that. Let me know if you're going to be picking one up or if you've got any questions about VR. And I will see you on the launch. I'll see you in the live stream. I'll see you then.